Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, this group of friends and family walked the Bloomsday course 6 times on Saturday, and they did it for a good cause. Find out how much money they raised for a local youth center.
And phase evaluations are tomorrow. This morning, we're taking a look at numbers from the past couple of weeks and what we need to do to stay in phase 3.
And this morning, more and more people are getting vaccinated. How do Washington and Idaho stack up to the rest of the country? We'll take a look at the numbers.
And of course, we're going to take you outside. Not a cloud in the sky as we kick things off on this Monday morning, but we'll see a lot of wild weather this week. I'll walk you through it.
It just feels so good because we really miss being with our neighbors. We really miss being with people.
Talk about being neighborly. Well, thousands of runners stuck to the traditional Bloomsday course. One South Hill neighborhood created their own. They all came together to run or walk this weekend, and we're going to have more on their festivities and their story in just a couple of minutes.
I love that. Let's call that like a micro Bloomsday. You know, we're not bumping shoulder to shoulder with 20,000 of our Spokane friends, but yeah, that's a fun way to get together with your neighbors.
And Jeremy, what a beautiful day to do it. There was not even a cloud in the sky.
I know, it was absolutely beautiful this weekend. The mornings were a little sunnier than the afternoons, and that is going to be the trend that takes us into the day today. Downright gorgeous. I really enjoyed the weekend. I enjoyed seeing everyone out and enjoying it themselves. Absolutely beautiful. Now, with those temperatures hovering on the cool side this morning, you're going to want to dress in layers because we are set to gain more than 20 degrees in every location later on today. It's going to be a warm one for us here in Spokane as well. Sunshine takes us through the morning. I think by the 8 o'clock hour, we're in the mid 40s. By 9 o'clock, we're up near 50 degrees. But right now, slightly cool, and we will see those clouds build in by noon, and we're under partly cloudy skies. By the time we get into the afternoon, think mostly cloudy skies. All of the moisture stays up in the higher elevations of the Cascades or off to the north with our friends in Canada. We don't really get any of that today, so what we wind up seeing is this, temperatures climbing. By the time we get out about 8 a.m., we're close to 50 degrees, 50 by 9. By noon, we're in the 60s, and by this afternoon, temps top out in the mid 60s under mostly cloudy skies.
Well, just as people have traditions every year for Bloomsday, there's also new ones forming every single year. This year, a local youth center can vouch for just how important this race is to our community as they received a large donation over the weekend. Our Brandon T. Jones is live with our story.
Good morning. I can have a lot of respect for anyone who gets out there and participates in Bloomsday. I mean, it's a long course, over 7 miles long, and over the weekend I got to hang out with a group of family and friends who walked 50 miles in total. I just got the new update. They told me they did 50 miles and they did all of those steps to gain donations for the Northeast Youth Center right here behind me. And I mean, it was just, you know, a day full of positive energy. They started at 6 a.m. and didn't finish until midnight. Mike Ellis was the one who was able to kind of get everything going together. I had a chance to speak with him. He told me he posted on Facebook, and next thing you know, people were just sending in donations. They gained over $12,000.
I see these kids all the time, and I see what a difference Northeast Youth Center has made in their lives.
All of those donations they raised will help send kids here at this youth center to summer camp this year, and it's going to be a great opportunity, especially dealing with the pandemic. This center right here was operating through it the entire time, helping people who have essential jobs. They need a place to come take their kids to, and that was very difficult over the course of this last year. So great thing that's going on here in the community. When I asked Mike if he would do it again next year, he told me absolutely. So that's something to look forward to next Bloomsday, and hopefully things go back to normal. Tim, Dana Marie.
Making a difference in our community. Brandon, thanks so much. Tomorrow, we will find out if Spokane County will move back into phase 2. The governor's office will be incorporating all of the data from this weekend. So let's take a look at what we have to do to make that happen. Well, based on our county's population, here are the maximum totals we can have: no more than 1,045 cases between April 18th and this last Sunday, or no more than 26 hospitalizations And Sunday, we were at 1,243 cases and 18 hospitalizations. So as of Friday, these are the latest numbers according to the Spokane Regional Health District dashboard. And so when it comes to cases, we've already failed that metric. Unless the data the state uses is significantly different from what the health district is reporting, there's no chance really that we meet our case rate target. Now, as for hospitalizations right now, maybe we have some hope there. We will find out today if we're able to meet that metric over the weekend. So we needed to have less than 8 hospitalizations. That's an average of fewer than 3 a day, and we haven't had fewer than 3 a day in weeks. So it's highly unlikely. We will all know all of these metrics today when SRHD releases the numbers from over the weekend, and we'll keep a close eye on that.
7:35 now. Here are 3 things you need to know about the coronavirus vaccine today. Number 1, the U.S. sent 125,000 vials of antiviral drugs to India over the weekend to help the country fight their surging COVID-19 cases. It was the 4th assistant flight from the U.S. to India amid the ongoing pandemic. Today, the U.S. top trade negotiator will begin talks with the World Trade Organization. It will talk about ways to overcome intellectual property issues that are keeping the vaccines from being distributed worldwide. Number 2, as thousands of people get vaccinated, more people are starting to see unexpected side effects. You might have heard of it. It's called COVID arm by some. Some people's reported redness, pain, and itchiness at the injection site of the COVID vaccine. It can show up days or even a week after getting the shot. The CDC and medical experts say this is a known delayed reaction from your immune system, and it should go away within a couple of days. Doctors say it should not stop you from getting the second dose.
People should be reassured that if they're getting an mRNA vaccine made by either Pfizer or Moderna, and they have this COVID arm experience, they should go ahead and get that second shot, absolutely.
The CDC says it's okay to use anti-itching cream and over-the-counter pain meds to relieve the symptoms. And number 3, according to the State Department of Health, more than half of Washington residents 16 and older have been vaccinated for COVID-19. More than 2.28 million people in Washington have been fully vaccinated. That's 28.6% of the state's population. Now, you can take a look at the map on your screen. You can see Spokane County has vaccinated over 43% of the population. You can find that map for a closer look on KREM.com. And onto the map of our country. The map shows Idaho is anywhere from 26 to 36% vaccinated, and so is most of the country.
Virtual Bloomsday worldwide means you can make your own course anywhere. After the break, we talked to a neighborhood in Spokane that made their own, and for many of them, it meant seeing their neighbors for the first time in a year. And you saw the shirt reveal first here on KREM 2. I speak with the designer of this year's Bloomsday t-shirt coming up at 8, the inspiration behind the design.
Ooh, and if you're still looking to get out and earn your shirt, I've got the forecast for you. I'll let you know what day is perfect to get outside and put those miles on the feet, shoes, whatever you might do.